Hi, I'm Tim Browne, Principal Games Designer on Operation Flashpoint Red River, and I'm here to talk today to Chris. You can customise the controls to a certain degree on the consoles. Obviously on the PC you can redefine many of the keys, but the usual invert look, sensitivity, that kind of thing. But you can't remap the whole controller for various reasons to do with Sony and Microsoft. There is absolutely no plans for a mission editor on Red River, but that's not to say, just like PvP, that we won't necessarily be including it in future releases. The campaign, it's 10 missions long, and it's one of those things like how long is a piece of string. So I can do the tutorial mission, the very first mission, in about 25 minutes if I'm really going for it. On average, we've seen most people doing that first mission in about 40 minutes or so. Obviously there are optional objectives, and then other missions definitely take more than an hour, and that's when I'm trying to do it quickly. So the campaign in general, we're saying it's about 10 hours long, give or take an hour, but we feel that's pretty long compared to some of the competitors that are out there at the moment. Okay, smoke does block AI vision. AI can still fire through smoke, though I know in Dragon Rising we did some sort of smoke and mirrors, if you pardon the pun, to hide what we were doing and just making the AI more inaccurate. But this time we do actually block the line of sight, and obviously it's not perfect to the smoke, but without giving too much away, it's done using a series of spheres that increase in size to hide the player. And an easy way to see how this works is it works the same for the player. So if you can see an enemy, if you've got it on normal difficulty mode, you'll see a red triangle on the compass. If you throw the smoke grenade down, as soon as your line of sight is broken, just the same as if you were behind a building, that red triangle will change to a red splodge, threat haze, because that is effectively the last known position of the enemy. No, that's a deliberate choice. Various different weapons have different attachments, so a lot of the weapons have suppressors. Obviously the shotgun doesn't, because despite what Hollywood will have you believe, we don't want to include a suppressor for a shotgun. I'd say the most customizable weapon is the M4. That has, for the rifleman, he can put a sniper scope on it if he so wishes. He can put a thermal scope on it. He can put a marksman scope, which is the ACOG. He can put a reflex, a red dot. He can put the M203 grenade launcher on it, and he can put the suppressor on it. I think that's the most customizable weapon, the M4 and the M16. The battles definitely feel a lot bigger this time. Certainly on Mission 5, there seems to be a ridiculous amount of PLA coming at you. Don't want to say any more than that, but that's a little teaser for you. And you've probably seen on the community and Twitter me and Sean and Adam Parsons complaining at times about how hard it is. There's definitely feels like there is a lot more going on, and now with your squad that you play with, there's definitely a bigger feeling to the whole game. No, we won't. The VIP code system is obviously it's an EA system. We have no plans to do any kind of VIP system for the game. This was something that we looked into but have decided against, and I know it's something that was recently suggested on the community. But even if we wanted to put it in now, there is no chance you could put something like that in at this late stage. I think we've been very careful what we've done with the B mods, the perks and the CSPs. There's a lot of people, we knew the community, particularly the fans of the sort of hardcore element of the Flashpoint community, wouldn't be necessarily happy about the B mods, or as they keep calling it, the perks, but they're definitely called B mods. We knew that would happen, but we've been very careful what we've done with the B mods. At no point do you get a B mod that magically allows you to call in a helicopter and come in and kill everyone like certain other arcadey shooters. I know some people feel that some of the B mods and some of the improvements that you can apply to your core soldier are maybe not as authentic and realistic as they would like. But this is why we've deliberately left player choice in there. There is no reason that you have to use them. I think we've talked about this on the community already. There is absolutely no reason that you have to use them, and you can always reset your core soldier skill points and not spend them at all if you want that more authentic feel that you start out with at the very start before you've unlocked anything. That's an interesting question. Certainly Call of Duty has a very loyal, very large fan base. I think they sold 25 million units, something like that. I honestly don't think Red River would sell that amount of money. At the end of the day, they have a far larger budget. But that said, we're a totally different game. We're a tactical shooter. We're more of a thinking man's game. We have noticed, recently looking at what people are saying about various games that are more tunnel shooter based, that they want something a bit more challenging, and we think we're delivering something that none of the others are delivering. As far as Game of the Year, would love it, but again, I've always described Dragon Rising and Red River as a sort of Marmite game. You either love it or you don't. I think with what we've done with Red River, making it more accessible, really polishing it and making it more focused, we've made a lot more believers out there, and certainly everyone who's at this event seems to be saying that it's a massive improvement over Dragon Rising. Let's see how it goes, and let's see. Ultimately the community can help us get into Game of the Year if they start voting for us. This event today is about Red River. I can't really talk about future plans at all. Obviously, we're coming to the end of development for this game, and there is going to be an announcement about the support for this game. So obviously, we're looking at that as well. So I can't really say any more than that at the moment. My first thought was an M249 because that's my favourite weapon in the game at the moment, but a more cheesy answer for the community would probably be an MP5 because it's very versatile. You can take people out at medium ranges. It has 3 different fire modes. With that respect to our game's very versatile. It's accessible to everyone, from the hardcore player to the more new person to the genre, but that's kind of going to be my cheesy answer for that question. I'm Tim Browne, and this has been an interview for Gamer's Guide to Life.